G'day ladies and gents, Express 2002, Fish Magnet Man James Wilson here. Hope you're all having a great day. Another pretty good day here in Sydney at Abbotsford, New South Wales. Just a few fishing tips today, brought to you by Fish Magnet, the app with it all. Now let's start with fishing for snapper. Snapper are sought after worldwide. They're a major fishery, so they're hard hit by the commercial fishers. The poor buggers don't get much rest. There's a guy with a line in the water somewhere every minute of the day chasing snapper. They're a slow growing type of fish, so once you take out the breeders, everything goes backwards. So it's vital to keep the big breeders in check. You've got to keep them in the water. If you do come across a big breeder, take some snap pics of it and let it go. Once they get over 10, 12 kilos, a snapper doesn't taste the best anyway. They start to dry out. Let them go. You've got a fish in your hands. If she's a big female, that could lay 2,000 babies. So there's 2,000 baby snapper every year cruising around in the harbour because you've let her go. You know, think about it, people. You know, this is important stuff. Snapper, as I say, are very slow growing. If you really want to catch a monster, Australia and New Zealand are the places to go. Down in Melbourne and Port Phillip Bay, at certain times of the year, check online. The snapper come on, they come into the bay and breed down there. There's a place called the Rip. It's a pretty dangerous place. The great white sharks love to eat snapper, so they follow them in. Be warned about that, small boat fishermen. But yeah, it's the place to be if you want to catch big snapper. The fisheries guys do their job in that area. Believe you me, Victoria Fisheries, good on you guys. They keep a good eye on all the fish stocks down there. That's the reason why the big breeders are still around. Stick to your bag limits, people. And if you can, as I said, let the big breeders go. Catch yourself 2-3 nice fish for a feed and let the rest go. You know, that's a true sportsman. You know, that's an eco warrior to me. And like, that's key. We've got to really conserve the stocks of snapper. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the world record's around 58 pounds. Well, as a kid, I was around 12 years old in New Zealand. There's a river called the Manukau River. I was staying in a place called Onehunga. I watched a guy in a storm with a handline, probably 80-pound handline, pull up a snapper that would have made the 58-pound record look like a little sprat. This thing was massive, had like 4 teeth left in its head, it was that old. And like, after seeing that, it actually bent the guy's hook straight when he tried to pull it up onto the step at the bottom of the wharf. And that was like an 8-inch lift, and it just bent this massive suicide hook straight. We watched it straighten and it slipped back into the water. So yeah, it looked like it was dying, to be honest with you. Like, we were watching it and it was dropping backwards into the water. So like, the guy was going to let it go anyway, but we never got to do that. It done it itself. This fish was huge. When I spoke to some of the local Maori fishermen in the area, they reckon the old man snapper are around, but they're very, very intelligent fish. So they're not silly. They don't get that big being silly. The fishermen know that they go over the top of the floats on the nets. And as for trawling for them, they lay on the bottom and let the net rollers roll over the top of them. So they know what a net is, guys. That's why they're that big. Very difficult to locate, very difficult to catch. They reckon they hang around the wharves and places like that as they get old because they can't hunt properly. Just like a shark when they start to take people. Reason being, can't hunt their natural food source anymore. They're too slow, they're injured, they're sick. These are the reasons. So predators are predators. They find a niche that they can fit into to stay alive, like anything. And that's why they come into easy spots to get prey. Around wharves, people throwing junk in the water, free feed. People catch a fish on a hook with a light line, grab the fish, free feed. So that's why they're there. And these are the ones that grab your line when you're sitting on a wharf and just snap it like a piece of cotton, no matter what you're using. You wonder what the hell you've just hooked onto. You think you've hooked onto a shark or whatnot. Chances are it's a big old man snapper that's grabbed it, snapped the line. He's done it many times before. So that's a little bit about the snapper, folks. Talk to you all again soon. Fish Magnet is out. Bye.